Start recording. Slide this over to this side. All right. All right, all right. So before I... Why did this? Hold on. There we go. These got slid over some. There we go. This isn't supposed to be here. Why did this all get... Hold on. I have these set up. Nope, that's... I put PC layout. I think it's when I slid it over, it just messed it up a little bit. This is the one thing I could say. My instant thoughts on the top step is the following. A, they need to lock up when you're designing your setup, your desktop setup. You need to be able to lock these, because if you move them around at all, even if you save the setup, it becomes janky. So that's my first feedback that I kind of hate, is that, because I set these a couple times. I'm going to show you guys how to set them as well, and it's definitely janky and not as good as I'd like it to be. So what I did, all right, so we'll start. And if you have any questions, anyone that hasn't signed up for an account yet, whatever it might be, if you have any questions, please ask. Because this is kind of kind of what I went over yesterday, but in video form. Still yesterday I should have recorded it, and he was absolutely right. So that's what we're going to do, and then maybe a couple trades after that. So first things first, what I'm doing right here, I'm going to save this. I'm going to delete a couple of these. I'm going to add this to... It's probably because my other monitor's curved that I saved it on, and now I'm not. So, all right. So my right monitor. So if you go to just the default on here, where's default? There we go. This is what it looks like. This is what your top step looks like, the default of it. Yeah, ES is the SPI, guys. Don't worry about that. So it's the same exact thing. I'm just going to go over a couple things first before we start of suggestions I would do. And first is this right here. Set your stuff up. You could slide these boxes however you want, wherever you want. You could do it on your phone. You could do it wherever you want, and however you want. So the first thing I suggest is doing that, because I think it's dumb as hell. There we go. That they have... Okay, now it's not switching it back. See, it's like there's some janky stuff here on this top step X. I'm sorry. There just is. Because now I'm back at default draft and everything's like my default. So I don't get it. And now it looks like that. See, it's super fucking janky. That's the one thing I could 100% say I absolutely hate about this. Because now I'm right, and now I'm back at layout. Right monitor default. Look at what it looks like. You guys saw how I saved it, right? And now look how it looks. So that's the first absolute shit thing about this. Because I'm going to be very honest. Like I said, I'm going to give the good, bad, and the ugly overall about this. So here I am doing it again. I've done this 19 times. And there's no lock feature. You could use the little arrow to put top, bottom, left, right, but it will not let... Yeah, I saved it. Yep. I've got them all saved right here. Yes, I saved it. I titled it. I hit the add for saving the new layout and everything. So anyway, yes, I've saved them all. I titled them all, and it's still, You guys watched that. It literally switched it to just this corner here. So that's a negative for me. As far as positives go, a couple things I do like in the positive column um, is first of all, these circles here, which actually Aunt Steve told me about, will is how you can link what you're buying and selling with what you are have on your chart. You want to make sure your circles are the same for whichever option it is. Or else when you switch to a different chart, this is going to be wrong. Your contracts are going to be wrong. So you want to make sure you line those up as well. Second thing, another thing that I would strongly suggest, and now guys, I'm fumbling around. I've used this platform for one day. So I'm still figuring it out as well, but I could tell you the layout fucking sucks. The layout features are absolute trash. We're coming down to the 0.5. I'm going to be ready for that. If we get a hard bounce at the 0.5 of yesterday's retrace, I will be taking a position there. So I'm definitely watching that. But in the meantime, if we go to our settings wheel, you've got your position risk profit brackets. This is going to, when you fill a trade, these will automatically be on there. And you can close them if you want, of course. But if this is a way of stopping, like the candle on the SPY, which Arsenic was talking about, his practice account, he got just crushed on it, like the candle we just had right here. If you have those position brackets set on a candle like this, you're not going to get liquidated. You're not going to lose a bunch of money if you're overcommitted in your contracts. Okay, so that's how you can alleviate that. Whatever, in a 50K account, it's a 2K drawdown. 3K is our goal. So for profit on the upside, because of the consistency rule, you can never have a profit above 1,500 anyway. So putting that on just makes sense to me, unless you're kind of looking for just small scalps and say you do, $200 profit and 50 risk, something like that. I personally had it set at 250 and the 1,500, meaning I have a catch-all at $250. It's automatically going to close it. And if I take a position while we're on this stream, you're going to see that will pop up right on the stream here. Okay. So that is one thing I strongly suggest everybody setting up is your brackets. A second thing I strongly suggest setting up is I love hotkeys. So mine are here. This is what I'm using. Buy, sell, reverse position, just an R. Cancel alls, backspace, flatten alls, delete, which means I would close everything I have. And then contract size up and down. So as it's moving up and down, because I don't love mouse clicking. I prefer keyboard. Like anyone who's a gamer and stuff like that, a lot of people do prefer So I've got my page up and down. I've got it all loaded up as I am trading. I can, upsize, downsize with the clicks on the keyboard. And then when you have those on, all right, this is what stops you from accidentally typing and filling something. You have to click on your hotkeys. You enable your hotkeys right here, this H. That's to enable your hotkeys. So when it's off, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. And then here's your position sizing right here. You got 1, 3, 5, 10, 15. On the micros for the ES, your max is 50, which is like 5 ES, full ES instead of micro ES. Micro's smaller. So 10 micros for 1 mini. So that is the ratio. And then you can add here like a 1, 3, 5, 10, 15. You can and then add it up and down, and it's going to show by market. I keep mine on 5, like as I'm trading. And then you can add just one click add or your hotkey add up and down. So again, I strongly suggest And here's where your position enabled or disabled for position bracket. If you click it here. What else do I want to show you? It's all the trading view indicators, but not really the trading view indicators. You can't use the scripts and shit. So what I'm going to probably end up doing, full disclosure, is because I despise the chart here, I'm going to save a setup because I don't need to see. For me, I don't care if I don't see the buys and the sells on there. I'm not using the position brackets personally, because as a trader, I know what I'm doing. So I might do something like this because I simply despise not having my own scripts and stuff. And a couple other negatives I will say I've noticed is like on my fibs. If I'm drawing a fibs, okay, it held this time. So if I close out Top Step and I go back onto it, it's going to revert back to the default fibs. And every time I relog in, it's the default fibs. And I have to go into my wheel and I have to come down. I have to go to my templates and I have to put my default fibs back on. So that's definitely annoying. Some of the script, you can't do scripts, so I can't add on. Yes, I know there's ways to do it, but I think it's stupid you can't add on the Webull scripts. Just typing them up and pulling them up for, things like right here, which I had told everybody this morning. This is my favorite sessions one right here. FX market sessions. Because it's got, let me get rid of this fibs. It's got all three, Tokyo, which is Asia, same thing, London and New York, okay? And it switches each day into the new day as it goes, which is crazy. London and New York have the exact same range as of right now. So London, we traded within today's range already, and we're still trying to we're still sitting at that 0.5 of the bounce, and we did take that hard bounce off the 0.5. So I'm a little disappointed I did miss that trade, but that's okay. We'll trade in a minute. As far as the colors I chose, Tokyo teal, London lime green, and then New York neutral nude beige. So I could look at them and not even have to look. But what I like about this one is it's got fibs. But the fibs is a 0.5618705 basket, which I don't love. Honestly, I don't love that basket. So it's the basket that, like, the sexy, not a real fibs that everybody uses, where it's the 0.5618 and the 705. I despise that. I wish I could get rid of the lower line here. I haven't figured out how to do that, so I'm probably going to take this script and just edit it a little bit and make my own. But I do like this one for the most part, because it's got a lot of options on it. Extending the lines, I clicked yes, but if you click no, the lines won't extend all the way. And then it's got, you can add on a fourth box, and down here, you could get alert, said each session start and end. Open, you could turn on your orbs as well. See, you got your orbs. You could turn on opening range for each of the sessions. And then the crossovers. So if we cross over London High, we'd get an alarm, this and that. This is by far the best one I've seen. And if you don't like the boxes being colored, you can turn that off. Where did I see that? I think that's it. Yeah, see? So if you don't like it and you just want the lines, you can do that as well. So again, this is, what's the name of this one? I forgot. Sessions, but the full name of it is, where's it? I know I favorited it. I just mentioned the name. Oh, well. Anyway, I said it 20 seconds ago. Rewind the video. I don't feel like looking for it again. So anyway, that's my favorite indicator on TradingView. for it. It's really nice. I like this one. So back to the mist long off the 0.5. What else do I want to go over? I'm trying to think. What else I want to go over? Oh, when you do the default, I personally think it's stupid because the default setting has two different places to buy and sell. I think that's stupid. So I strongly suggest setting it up the way you like it. What else? So the risk settings. Here. Where was the confirm? Sorry, guys. On the lockouts. So your lockouts. Once you hit a personal. So I would automatically lock it off at the 1500 because that's the max you can make on the 50K anyway. If you're on the 100K, I think it's 3K. I would set that instantly because after that, you're not going to get that money anyway. And then a personal daily loss limit, whatever you think that might be. I'm going to call it a couple people that I named. Don't take me personal. Arsenic, I would definitely set a loss limit for the day that locks you out. Couple other ones. Bria, I would definitely set a loss limit for the day. Who else? Y'all know who you are. Anyway, not trying to be a hater by saying that. So that's another suggestion I have. Like I said, remember, for everybody annoyed at this video, I really don't give a shit. I said if I'm going to do futures, every step of the way, we're going to go over stuff because I don't want to leave anyone behind that feels, overwhelmed by it. And then max trades per day. Everybody that overtrades, because the thing with options, you can overtrade. You can literally be scalping in and out, 10 times in 10 minutes or 10 times in a minute even, and taking $6, $5. So maximum trades per day, maximum trades per week. Those type of things I would 100% do. And make sure if you set the 1500, liquidate it. So sell at that point. Be out. Anything above that, you're not getting anyway. So, I think that's very important here. I'll set that. Oh. There we go. So mine's locked. I can't do anything about it once it's locked. All I did was the 1500 profit tacket. And then you can do personal lockouts, which is the sessions and how long, things like that as well, which is cool. I'm trying to remember where I saw turn off confirm. Oh, here. Turn this off, guys, or else you're going to have to hit the button twice. But you're smart, KT. You're not over scalp. You're not over trading. You're just scalping. That's different. I think I took 50 trades yesterday. So like that's fine. But here, the show confirmations, turn that shit up. Turn that shit off. And yeah, I really haven't. You can do your show chart executions as well. So that's going to have all the, I don't like that. That's when you have all those buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell all over the chart. You can't even chart the chart then, especially if you're a scalper. F that noise. I'm good. Mag, Aunt Steve, is there anything I'm missing that you would suggest I should mention? I'm totally willing to add you to the stage too if you'd like. I'm just trying to come up with, say the basics, like the brute basics here. So yeah, hotkeys, turn them on and off there. Your lockouts. Yeah, it is pretty straightforward. Yes, contract sizing. Start small, guys. Start small. There's no hurry. You know, like just because you could trade 50 doesn't mean you should. When you're at 50 contracts, each literally, literally, each move is $75 when you're at 50 contracts. Like right here, that bink, just that one little move, $75. So, not oversizing is huge. A candle like this, if you're oversized, and I'm going to be very, very clear about this, a candle like this will liquidate your whole account. One candle will liquidate your account. So just be aware of that. I really like this setup here. We're bouncing off the 0.5 of yesterday's range, guys. So let's look at some trades now. Let's do some trades. So I'm liking this, that we're constantly bouncing here at the 0.5. So I'm kind of paying attention to this area as well. So I'd like to see us back over this for the trade. Because this is a pivot here. And here. So that's kind of what I want to see. But it's such fucking chop. It's hard to even justify it, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what are you saying here? Yes, you can click and drag your stop loss right on the chart. But I'm not in a position, so I can't really show that. Flatten all means you sell everything you have. So say you're in like 10, and then you've got your buy and your sell. It's set at 5, and you're like, oh, I got to get out of this trade right now. I want to take profits. Flatten all, you kill the whole trade. And then, yes. And then reverse position. You can flip from a bull to a bear. Cancel all. Join bid, join ask. The break even button. Where is stops at break even? Is there a button to turn on? Or when you're in the trade? Yeah, Bria. You can flip the shorts. Yes, right here. Reverse position. I could be in longs, and I say, nope, we lost that. I want to be short. I could literally flip from my long to my short, clicking one button, whatever amount of contracts I'm in. Stops at break even if you click. Where's that? Where's the break even button, KT? Or are you talking about when you're in the trade? I'm like 1 day in, so I might be, oh, okay, yeah, when you're in the trade. So I might be like teaching some shit, but I don't know some shit. I still can't figure out how to fuck to get this. I want to see. I'm going to try it again here. If I slide this over and slide it back, is my shit going to be saved? See? I don't get it. That I don't get. So now it's over here. It like literally so fucking annoying. I saved it. I named it. That part I don't like. I can tell you right now, I'm not in love with the face. Oh, and you can add all your favorites on. I'm gonna do that right now while we're talking. Let me add my favorites on. Oh, I think I hear someone on voice. Hold on. Okay, I can hear you now. I got my headphone in. I did. I did yeah, look at I reset the whole thing, and I named it right monitor default because when I slid it over from the other side that was a curved monitor. So this just regular PC default, that's my curved, and then I renamed it and saved it right monitor default right here. That's why I have so many. I keep renaming it and nothing will do it. Yeah, it's annoying as fuck. It's okay. I'll survive. All right, I need my rectangle. I need my path. What else do I have on my... What the hell? I wanted my fibs. I don't want that shit. No fibs channel. My drawing bar. And my text. You guys should have this. I really hope you guys all do this on your regular trading view as well, guys. And then text. Oh, it's on. Okay. Nope, that's not that. Yep. It's so chopped, though. I hate it. I don't love it at all. Like, we're bouncing off that 0.5, which is nice as far as, like, scalping prop contracts. Don't love it. All right, so if we did take a long here and say we're doing, the prop, my stop would be a candle open and close below the 0.5. And then I would look for taking some profits up in so if we take it here at the break of the blue line I'm looking for, I looked for the 0.25 and then the loss of the 0.5 right there. But it's what? No, you're good. Go ahead. Sorry, guys. Just getting this shit set up. All right, that's done. We're still sitting in this chop here. I'm going to end the stream or this recording because this was just kind of the overview of the prop. So I'm going to stop the recording there and we'll continue to trade, guys.